Heirloom Arrangement card. I love this kit. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. And I'll just share with you what we've already made. So if you want to know how to make these ones or see the visual of making them, you can jump over onto my other videos. Absolutely gorgeous. I also did a scrapbook page on one of the videos, and it's got scrapbook alongside of it, just to show you that you, instead of making a card, I used the pieces to make an 8x8 scrapbooking layout. And then also a couple of more cards, get them up the right way, Teresa, that we've made. So far, you know, we've done quite well. We've made quite a few little cards out of this kit. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving it. You could do a couple of really big 12x12 pages if you wanted to, and instead of all the cards, that's entirely you. So I hope you're all excited about being here. I love I love doing these classes. They're only half an hour, quick and easy. Gives you time to go off and have tea, or come back, or pause it and come back to it, which is a lot of fun. I find when I used to watch videos many years ago, some of them went way too long, and I always promised myself if I did videos I wasn't going to do it that long. So with saying all that, let's get down to doing our creating. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Teresa Brown, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, have been for just coming up to 19 years. So I'm very excited about that too, because it's been a while since, yeah, you can have this either way. The blue up the top, I think. The pink leaves, I think they got the yellow on the top of that, but I really like the colours. So you can remember that you can come in and put whatever you like within this. So I'm just looking, because I think there's a couple of little pieces over here that I had sitting here, and I wasn't sure what they were for, but I'm going to add them into this one if I can. I don't know. There's lots sitting over here, so that's all right. I like this, so we might use that. Okay. There's lots of little pieces that are left over, so that's a good thing too. You can, you know, use them on other cards as well. Especially if you cut your card in half on those pattern ones, you can make your own cards. You also get this border on one of the other cards that you can use as well. So let's get started. Enough talking, Teresa. Okay, we're starting at the bottom. So when you start at the bottom, we want to go flat, and we want to raise as we come up. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of tear tape in here. Just don't forget, if you haven't got a bone folder, don't forget to rub those ends really good, because that's going to help take this backing off. It's hard to see the glue on there, and I don't know if you can actually see it on there, but it is on there. Now, they've got the yellow piece up the top, but I'm going to try it with, they've got it like that. Yeah, all right. I'll go that way. I'll do what they're doing. Okay, we've got that bit there, and then we have this piece in here. Okay, so this is going to go here, but I really love seeing the flowers. They're covering the flowers up, but anyhow, that's okay. We can cover the flowers up. I probably would have cut them out a little bit if I had thought about it. You can do lots of things, like you can cut pieces out and use them and tuck them under other pieces. But let's keep it simple today. Pull the back off. And this is going to go into this section, sort of like here. Just going to cover that blue one up. Okay, and then we've got this one, which is going to come across here. So we're going to bring this across here, but this is going to be on dimensions. Now, because I want this one to really stand out or stand up, I'm going to put a few more dimensions on this one, okay, just so it doesn't sink. So I'm just going to put 5 on this one. Take the backs off. And this one is going to go here around, I reckon, up a little bit, because we're bringing this beautiful flower arrangement in on here. So yeah, I wanted it up a little bit because I want this sort of more on an angle like this, I think. Yeah, more on an angle. So I want a dimension up the top here and some tear tape down the bottom. Where's my end? Here it is. And some, whoop, I love that you can just tear it. It sticks to your finger. It really, really is sticky, this stuff, honestly. I'm just going to roll it off my fingers. That's okay. So we're doing it on a bit of an angle. So I'm sort of bringing this flower over to this flower. At a bit of an angle like this. Okay, and I need a little bit of, I can put a bit of dimension in under there if I want to as well, just to raise it up off that bit. That's okay. And then this one's going to come in over the top. We're going to bring this one in over the top. There's another one here too. Like, there's lots of little ones that you can use, and which way you want to put your flower. Behind here, really lovely. So we're going to bring this in, yeah, slide it in there, really beautiful. And then we're going to stamp out our word, and it's thankful and grateful. We used that last time as well. And these are really nice for thank you cards. I'd also love to put happy birthday. So if you've got another kit that you've bought and you've got happy birthday, you could always use that kit and change the greeting. Okay, so you could put happy birthday on it. That's not wrong in doing that. You can change it way however you want. Remember, it's your card and you can make it however you want. I'm just going to put 3 here, and I'm just wondering if I want these in here or not. Probably not. I think we've got enough on there. I'll keep that for a scrapbook page. Okay, so now the words are going to go across where you want them to go across. So I'm going to put my words just across here. Really lovely. Now, if you've got some bling in your drawers, you could put some bling in the middle of your flowers too if you wanted to. You know, that's entirely up to you. So that's a really gorgeous little card as well. So I'm just going to do another one. Okay, so this is quite cute too. Now this is, I'm going to share with you what I'm talking about cutting down a card. So I'm going to do that now because I've talked about it. I did share one already cut down, so let me share with you. I'm sure this one's already cut to the size, but let's put it on the paper trimmer and see. So I go 14.5, which is 14.5, and then I turn it around and I score it at 10.5. So if you have some white, and I use the thick white cardstock, it gives it a little bit more oomph for the base of the card. So I'm just going to come in with this like this. So we've got our card now. So you get 2 cards from an A4 piece of paper. Then I'm going to cut this down. So we're going to bring this in, and you can sort of see that this measures 14. So I've already cut it at 14.5. 10.5, our card, so that's perfect. And I'm going to bring it in. Our card across is 10.5, so I'm going to bring it in at 10. And I'm just going to trim that off. Now I'm trim it off again here, so you get 2 cards out of this. And the only reason I suggest is because it's really lovely if you want to get extra out of it. Okay, so let's make this one. I'm going to use the other piece, I think, because that's the stand-up one. That's a horizontal piece, and this is a vertical piece. So it's quite interesting. So just check that out when you're doing it. So I'm going to cut this bit off at 10, and this is the fold line in here. So I'm getting rid of that fold line altogether, that little fold line. I'm going to do this one horizontal. Vertical, I mean, not horizontal. So this is going to go this way. Okay, so I'm just going to use the tape once again. A tape. A piece across the top. And a piece across the bottom. Make sure that you rub it down really hard at the ends here so these peel off really easy. That is such a great gold nugget, honestly, because it can be quite frustrating otherwise trying to get that piece off. I'm going to turn the card this way so it's a little bit flatter. And a little border all the way around. And then we're going to come in with this here. This is interesting. It's a little bit different, and I'm going to bring it in on a bit of an angle like this. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape on this down the center. Don't forget, you can put twine and ribbon through the little holes of these tags too. That's not a problem. I'm going to bring it down on a bit of an angle like that. And then we've got our vellum leaves, which can come in here as well. These are really lovely, the vellum leaves. And I want to see where you put your glue. Okay, you really don't want to see that. So don't put any glue up there where it's going to be visible, where you're going to be able to see it. This is going to come down like this. So you sort of can see if this is going to come on this like this. You might want to bring your leaves up this way. I'm going to change it around a little bit. I always change mine around a little bit. I'm going to have my leaves coming out this way. And I'm going to put a piece of tear tape across there to hold it in place. Okay, so I'm just going to put some tear tape going up there to hold it in place. This is going to cover that tear tape. If you want this to raise up, you can. You can put dimensions behind this one. So I'm not going to take the back off that. I'm going to leave that one just like that. 4 dimensions in each corner of this one. And a couple in the middle. Because it's a fairly bigger piece. Who likes to change around things? I do. I like to change them around at times. Yeah, so it's entirely up to you how you do it and how you want it. So this is going to go around the center there, I reckon. And then this beautiful one here, which I really love, is going to come in around here. So I wouldn't raise that up. If you wanted to raise that up, I'd raise it up here. Up the top, not down the bottom. I'd just raise it up the top. So I'm just going to put 3 right up the top here, where it's going to be hitting on this part of the card. Okay, and you don't want any glue around there. So we want this brought in so it's looking really gorgeous in amongst all here. Put it about there, I think. Round circle one, and we're going to use I Feel Lucky to Have You, and then you can even put happy birthday or anniversary or something else in the center of the card. You don't even have to put words on the front of the card if you don't want to. That's entirely up to you. I've been trying to, oh, it just pinched my finger. My thumb I can feel, but that's the only thing. I just pinched it. Okay. That's really beautiful. Now, when you're doing something, you get little bits of ribbon that are left over from another project, and you might want to coming out of your, out of your top here. You might want to have some ribbon coming out from the top. And you can tuck these little pieces in there. So that's another really good little gold nugget, because how many of us have got little bits of ribbon? We think, what are we going to do with them? And then this is just going to, I don't really want to cover up all those beautiful flowers. I'm really funny when it comes to my flowers. I love them. So I'm going to put the word, I feel lucky to have you. Oh, it does look better in sort of towards the center, doesn't it? I'm going to come down here. Okay, that looks lovely. And then, like I said, if you want to, you can add some ribbon. Now, if you're going to add the ribbon, it looks quite nice having a little bit of, if you're into that shabby chic type look, you want to have mini glue dots on hand. So you can just buy your packs of mini glue dots. Now these are a little silicone dot, and I know they're so hard to see in the packet, but you will see when I put that on, it's not going to come off. It's stuck on there, and I can grab that off, and you can twist this around if you want to, or you can just put it on the side. Okay, so, and we're just going to add this little bit of ribbon in here. Now this is just a little bit of scraps that I had, and I thought, you know what, I'd like to use them up. So I'm going to come in with a little bit here. Cross it over, and then come in with another one on the other side. And I'm going to stick this little bit of ribbon, I think. No, I'm going to bring it in under here, down there. So you can sort of see you can put two cards then, because you've got this piece and you've got the other piece you cut off, and just a white back. Let me bring this up. Okay, this is a bit shorter video, so that's okay. So this is how you can change it and make a couple of cards. Don't forget to stamp envelopes, absolutely, on the back if you want to, or on the front. That's okay. The envelopes are absolutely beautiful as well. So let me just go through what we've done over the last few videos. We've done our 2 cards from today, our 2 cards from, or 3 cards we did the other day, and then we did 2 cards the first day. Oh, look at all these cards. And then we did an 8x8 Facebook page as well. So I really hope you like this little series of cards, and it all came from the beautiful kit. So the Heirloom Arrangement Kit. So if you're interested in that, I have got a link to my shop in the descriptions for you as well. So enjoy making your card kits. Enjoy stepping out of your comfort zone and putting it into a scrapbooking page if you're a scrapbooker. And I'll see you in the next class. God bless you all, and thank you for joining me today. I'm just going to put these over here.